friendly local constitutional coop here from San Francisco, Bill Henshaw, and I'm here joining you after quote-unquote election day. And given what I know about events of the last 230 years and fine acapella expert witness faction, I ask, what elections? Problem with that is there's no lawful election, no lawful electorate, and nothing else, as you'll learn by getting my modestly priced constitutional defense document packets. Send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com, and you'll learn virtually beyond all doubt there hasn't been a lawful election here since November the 6th, 1860. I'm not kidding. That's how screwed up it is. Black is always white in this de facto national socialist government. And we simply haven't had any elections. And these are the type of issues we'll be taking to the U.S. Supreme Court, where it seems like a lot of the current justices on the court know this as well as I do. And we'll see how they react when it gets there, because we're literally raising issues like this one. Does the Constitution remain in full force and effect? And if it does, do we have sovereign independent states remaining which were admitted into this union? If we do, it's great news for not only you and me, but your family and your posterity. We can make a real life for them, and we have the window of opportunity here, unprecedented, with the U.S. Supreme Court in their fourth term of an all-out assault on the administrative tribunals, like what you run into with the family law court, traffic court, child procurement syndicate, you name it. Criminal court may be the worst, but they're all administrative tribunals, and they don't exercise any judicial power of a sovereign independent state and or the United States. That makes all laws on the book, ALL, null and void, non pro tunc ab initio, as bills of attainder. Violations of Article 1, Section 9 or 10, as the case may be, of the Constitution for the United States, 1787 to 1791. So we'll see how all of that plays out. It's comparatively simple, and yet all that your state bar association attorney friends, aka unregistered foreign agents of the City of London, are going to present to the U.S. Supreme Court is due process of law under the non-existent 14th War Amendment. We quit asking those questions and we'll get a hell of a lot better answers. And this is especially true now, by the way, with all the BS in the public education system, with the woke agenda and LGBTQ rights, all of which emanate from, and this is the real problem, war acts of the 39th Congress and federal regional martial law rule. 14th Amendment doesn't exist. It never did. The justices ruled it unconstitutional in a case called Ex parte McArdle 7 Law 506. And the big reason it's involved there involves the fact that there are no elections, no lawful electorate. I mean, that's astounding when you think about it, but it's absolutely true. Yet it appears nowhere in any history books, and even back in the day when I was in school 60-odd years ago, outside of Washington, D.C., wouldn't you know, we never heard anything like what I'm talking about now. It's been very carefully covered up by the New York banksters and their toadies in Congress, and they don't want you to know. But when you read it and when you see it, and I have a lot of great materials that I put together based on a lot of law books I have going back to the mid-19th century and thereabouts, and when the truth was still out there. And you learn that, and you can send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com, about my constitutional defense document packets. And it's really astoundingly so simple. It's not hard to get once you understand it. It's a perspective, and that's what I teach. It took me a while to get it too. It didn't come overnight. But when you understand the perspective of the government we should have as opposed to what we do, it's a night and day difference. And it needs to stop and stop now. There's still a chance to do it. And like I say, the justices are in their fourth term now, and if all goes well in the quote unquote election next year, then Thomas and Alito can retire and they can get younger conservatives in there. And now the window is 12 or 15 years we have to work with. That's what's needed. So I'm sorry I ran on a little bit there, but it's so exciting, the work I do. And here I've just turned 75. Life is still ahead of me. That's how good it is. And that's how good I want to make it for you, too, and your family and your posterity. Learn the truth, act on it, and the rest of it be damned. They can't beat us, especially in front of a common law jury with the power to rule on the facts and the law. Exactly the opposite of what the current quote-unquote education system does. The 3 R's have been all but abandoned in grades 1 through 6. So you get people get on the juries that won't have a clue the power they really have. And that's what the New York banksters want. Keep themselves in business where they can make money out of, undefined dollars defined by the president and to use commander and beat by the armed forces. And that's what has to stop. We want to know a lot about that. Send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. Remember to subscribe, like the videos, tell your friends, get the word out. The quicker we act, the quicker we can make these bastards go away. Thank you.